The focus of my study is a shift away from the home and into the public space, the laundromat.
She came back and this creepy guy that lived on our floor was like holding her underwear out. So I guess that's like the downside to public laundry, is that everything we have is like suddenly exposed.
I usually pay attention to how long my cycles are. So like I know mine will be done in 5 minutes and I'll go back and switch it. I feel safe that way. Like I'm not gonna leave it in there and then leave and hope nobody touches it for however long.
You don't like think that people are gonna wait around for you, because yeah, in the real world it doesn't work that way. Nobody waits for you.
I usually leave this stuff down here to mark my machine. It lets people know if my stuff goes off, then it tells people that my stuff is still in here.
A lot of times, like, people just leave their stuff in there, and sometimes they forget it. So then it's like, it's done, and then it's like their wash is like in there for like 20 minutes, and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting. If you're like me, sorry to say, I personally take it out.
There's nothing you can do because it's like your fault since you weren't here on time. So I typically just like apologize for leaving my stuff in there. And it also depends on how they treat your stuff. I mean, it's one thing if like they just like move it and like put it somewhere so that it's all together. But there have been other times where like I've come and like half my stuff is over there and half my stuff is over here, and I've like wonder if I'm missing things.
You know, if a person gotta take out my stuff, they gotta take out my stuff. Not argue about. Like, I do the same thing. Like, for me to sit here and be like, are they gonna touch my shit? Well, you know, if I'm not paying attention, then yeah, because they have to do it too. You know, they have to wash their clothing too. It's a I bring my basket, my colorful pink basket, and then instead of like bringing, a lot of people bring like the big ass detergents, I put it in a Gatorade bottle. It's like very small, and so I just put in the amount of detergent I'm going to use for the day.
I actually really like the Arm & Hammer scoop powder, but it's not as convenient at school because when you're carrying a basket of stuff, like you're carrying the box of whatever with you, and it is more likely to spill.
People never mistake this for theirs. I don't know anyone else with a square one. I use this for everything. Like right now, I had to dump all my dirty laundry on my bed because I have nowhere else to put it, like if this isn't here. And if I do like jeans, yeah, I don't like lift a lot of weight, so it's kind of hard for me. And I hate, our elevator takes a really long time, so I'm typically impatient and I'll just like drag my stuff behind me. Today, since it was just whites and sheets, this was light enough for me to hold like over my back, but most of the time if I come down here with like a load of jeans, it's always really heavy, so I typically just like drag it and it goes like down the stairs behind me. This place creeps me out. Like there's always like a lot of like weird noises, and as you noticed, all the like just like it's just kind of gross. And it's always really hot too. Like right now I think it's like 85 degrees in here.
I don't know, like what are you supposed to expect from a laundry place? Like you are gonna find the sheets, like people don't throw away their sheets. Like
The idea of having to clean someone else's lint out of the dryer before you can start your dryer cycle disgusts me. Like, you don't know that person. And there's lint piles everywhere. So I just kind of close my eyes and I go like this and I throw it on the floor.
And this is what I really hate. No one cleans out the lint filter. Why? Don't you know that your clothes get like drier better? And it just kind of just, I don't know. I know it's just lint and all the clothes that like people put in there are clean, but it still just is a little weird to me to clean out other people's lint. Every lint should empty their own lint out.
Weekends are horrible. I feel like the weekends, Saturday, Sunday in particular, this place gets very, very packed. And late at night, it seems, as you can tell, it's like it gets kind of less and less amount of people. But like during the week, I want to say like around 12, like noon and on, it's very packed. So I would never.
Do you ever go home?
No, I stay here. and do my homework. Even like at home, like there's distractions. You're easily just like going on Facebook and just like zoning out for like a good 2 hours or so. Or over here, you're kind of forced to do your work.
For me, it's time. That's the problem because I need to sleep. I work 14 hours per day, so
Wow. So you want to get it done all at once. Okay.
this is why everything together.
I mean, I guess I like that you can just do everything at once. You just focus, and you can have 3 or 4 loads going at a time if you need to.
Oh, I like to work here because it's number one, some person like you is coming and talking, and in the house, nobody.
Do you normally socialize with other people coming in?
Yeah.
Find it nice to
Well,
talk
there's
to.
a few people that are here every Thursday or whatever.
So there's
So
a
you get to know people that way. Actually, it's a time to relax too.
One time a friend of mine, she washed like her whites and somebody left some type of like colored ink or whatever, a key email, and I think a pen broke. So it got on her stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes my clothes will come out covered in colored fuzz.
Also, you have to be careful which dryer you use because this one's been broken for a really long time and it'll still like turn on, but it won't dry your clothes. So use this one or this one. Sometimes I use this one just to be safe because I worry that like these are connected to the same thing. But it's pretty annoying, like, or sometimes embarrassing depending on what you have in there. If it's like underwear, when you come out and like some huge guy is like taking all your laundry and just like wet laundry and just dumping it over there so that he can use your machine.
Has it happened to you before?
Yeah, that's happened to me a lot because I sometimes forget to like time it. 'Cause, you know, like days where you can't find something, you're like, I wonder if I lost it when I left my stuff in the dryer.